Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we are back with you guys again with The Boys, episode 3 of season 3.
Soldier Boy is on his way. We know Jensen Ackles is in this episode, and we are freaking out. It has been a year for us since last episode. A lot has happened. I talked about it on Community if you are interested in learning what went on.
We kind of maybe forget some of the stuff that happened in episode 1 and 2, but
this episode will remind us of
I still remember that I confused the actors that played the Scarlet Witch type character with Kid Blanchett.
We thought it was
that I remember.
It's Andrea from Walking Dead. There you go. What we remember is that now we have pills that give humans, normal people, powers, and Butcher has used it to kill Soldier Boy's sidekick, the guy who could shoot like Hawkeye. And we call him Hawkeye because we don't remember his actual name. It's been too long. And we also attributed Soldier Boy's team to Marvel, like Homelander's team is to DC, because it really fits. Like Soldier Boy being Captain America with Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye, and you got Superman, Homelander with like Aquaman, with Flash, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
We think it's really cool. So that's we're gonna go with the theory that they were based off of these heroes. And so Hawkeye is dead. You've got Mother's Milk, who's got something personal with Soldier Boy and his father, so he's kind of on a quest for revenge.
Yeah, because he's the one that killed his dad, basically, right?
I don't quite remember the specifics of the story, but we'll see, we'll remember when they meet him, probably, because we know he's still alive. They are looking for what killed him, though, so he's not dead, but maybe we know we have a weapon that could go against Homelander eventually.
Hopefully.
And aside from that, there's a bunch of other stuff going on, but we're just going to jump in this episode, and it's going to remind us of where we were and what the plot lines of Season 3 were. So bear with us as we get back into things, and we'll see what happens with the characters.
Alright.
So don't forget to subscribe, you guys, if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
In the meantime,
let's go.
A pageant. Oh, when she
was Starlight when she was a kid.
Maybe it's a flashback.
Loose shoulders, let your diaphragm do the rest, and don't tense up when you hit the high notes.
Mom, I can't. It hurts.
What am I going to say to you? Pain is weakness, leaving the body.
Oh, I hate her mom.
Winners. We do whatever it takes to win.
Although it's very realistic, because from what I've seen in the reality TV show, most mother from this world are like that.
Everything is good to win. Unfortunately. Is she gonna activate her power or something?
Maybe.
If she's the one singing, she's really good for her age.
Yep, bye-bye.
Okay, shall we do the anthem?
Well, it's the hero Little Miss Hero, so I'm guessing they all have powers.
Sure. Oh, sweetie.
Tried to muzzle me, cancel me.
Oh yeah, that happened. It's true. I mean, for once he was true.
Yeah, for once.
I am done apologizing. I am done being persecuted for my strength. Done being persecuted for my strength.
Oh, he likes it.
He likes himself, but yeah, I think it's the beginning of an era.
Oh no.
And naked.
Sorry. 21 points with your base. They loved your speech. A massive 44% uptake with white males and the rest don't.
Makes sense.
Oh, yes.
Everyone who's been saying the government is a conspiracy and stuff, like, they probably love that.
And you're not afraid to...
Keep fucking going, Ashley. Don't stop.
He's gonna come right there.
That's got nothing to do with you. Just keep going.
Oh my god. He loves himself too much. He loves the people
He
that
loves
love
the
him.
attention, the praise.
I know. It's fucking,
Now, everybody loves you and Starlight as a team. Together, you've accumulated...
He doesn't give a shit about Starlight.
98%. No one's ever been that high.
Oh.
I do wonder when Soldier Boy comes back if he's gonna make it public and if that's gonna change.
Yeah.
Did you bring the passports?
What is wrong? Serge, I fucked up. I went back to work for little Nina. I was moving weight for her, and these fucking assholes boosted it.
How much?
11 kilos.
That she owes?
Pay her back.
You know it's the principle of the thing with Nina. You remember Olivier? How many pieces did she cut off him while he was still alive?
Oh shit, girl, you need to run.
Come with me.
Everyone is such a badass, intense murderer in this show.
Depends on the circle.
He's got friends, he's got a girl, he's got a job.
Sorry.
If it's the last time we see her, or at least for a while, like I'm kind of glad that they didn't leave her case and what happened to her in the wind like this.
Yeah.
Because we hadn't seen her in a while, right? So.
Butcher!
Hey.
You mean le charcutier?
Are you sure this place is secure?
For now, yes. The only thing that might give us away is this clown show of yours shambling onto my driveway.
I wouldn't be here if this was just a phone call. What you can tell us about your little oddity down in Nicaragua? Because a little birdie told me you were Payback's case officer down there on a classified job that Soldier Boy never come back from.
It was part of Operation Charlie.
Here I am.
Fucking payback. Each more ridiculous than the next. And the most idiotic of them
Gunpowder
all.
was there.
Yeah.
gunpowder. Give him the 4th of July.
You put that down.
We're just having some fun.
Our munitions dump is in that direction. You're about to blow up half the camp. Put it down.
I do like the assertive type. You know, with a figure like yours, you are wasted down here.
My humblest apologies. I'm sure this is disorienting.
This has to be fucking Gus.
Yes, it is. Fuck.
Do you want to explain what the fuck
I like he talks like him too much.
Payback will embed themselves and fight alongside the cultural rebels. Think of it as a trial run.
A trial run for what?
Superheroes in the military.
Jesus Christ. Get down! The enemy might spot a fucking flying man above the tree line and find our position.
She's right, Swat. No flies without Officer Malory's clearance.
He knows how to play the game. He's got to give her some so he can take it all.
The love, Irving. Can you please stop eating those in front of me? I'm allergic.
You can talk?
How was the mask? Silent ninja score extremely high with voice and 10
I mean,
years
it's his
old.
actual face right there.
Certain mystique. Fuck mystique. Not wearing the mask. Your choice. Though once you're farmed outside Minneapolis, St. Paul, you'll want the mask. Simply for more.
I mean, I guess if he has the personality of the guy that never speaks, is not taking part of anything, people would talk in front of him. So
Yeah.
that's how he gets information. And he strikes me as a fucking misogynistic ladies' man.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I know that you think these lines work.
Oh, they do? Just ask Lonnie Anderson.
They don't. And
Oh
they never have.
boy. It's actually perfect for the guy who played Dean for 15 years.
None of them.
You know, if you were a little nicer, maybe you'd find a man. Instead of out here playing Captain Lesbo.
Oh boy. He is a product of his time.
That
Shit.
thought.
Side effect?
So, Ashley tells me that you chose Silver Kincaid. I have notes. But I am pitching the craziest twist.
She doesn't want to give you any power.
Return of the Deep.
Oh.
What makes you think that I want a daily reminder of the guy who fucking mouth raped me?
Let's let these two chat, shall we? Okay. Just...
You can't come back from this, man. Although I love having him in the show because he's actually the funniest, but
Yeah, he is.
Do I need to remind you of the Flight 37 video?
kind of
Just
like the
has
deep.
it.
Like once you did that, it's gonna come back and hunt you. He's trying though, and eventually he might do worse than just a speech. So.
Go ahead. Release it. I mean, sure, I'll lose everything, but then
Nothing to lose.
I'll have
Oh,
nothing to lose.
sure.
Shit,
Don't
yeah.
don't do it. Don't do
He
it.
thinks he's got her, like he's powerful.
I'll just wipe New York off the fucking map.
We really need a Batman right now.
Well, we need to learn about what happened to Soldier Boy,
And then,
and like even Soldier Boy himself, maybe.
because why?
Although I don't know why he would work with us, but
I'd prefer guard is A1 Okie doke by me.
That's the best card he can play here. I guess the Deep is coming back.
To the surprise of no one, that moron Swata went for another joy flight, giving away our position. Though that didn't matter much to the Supes.
Oh, God.
Think before acting!
Well, she did say, like, they're not military, they're not trained, they're pretending. So yeah, they would fuck things up. And he's fucking just leaving, and...
That's how you kill a fly, I guess.
But
he's
here
a
there's the-
soldier.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ow! I think I'm having way too much fun doing it.
They are not all cut out for this job. Is that when he was hurt?
Yeah.
I thought maybe.
Oh.
Fuck. Well, he's gonna wear the mask now. So maybe, yeah, like this is what caused him not to talk and stuff.
Oh God! They killed Soldier Boy. What? Who? The Russians. They had some kind of gunner. We saw it. They took his body.
Okay, so nothing is confirmed.
You think it's true, or he planned this?
That Soldier Boy planned this? The
Maybe.
Russians would be capturing Soldier Boy to do
Yeah.
like crazy experiments if they want the technology.
You came to me after Becca disappeared and promised me Homelander's head. And all this time, it was something that could do the job, and you never said a fucking word.
It probably won't work on Homelander.
And what if it does?
Even worse, because it wouldn't end with him. You go after another suit, then another, then all of them.
If you'd have told me about this sooner, Homelander might already be dead. And Becca,
Yeah.
Becca might still be alive.
But you are a loose cannon, man. Like, we can't just give you any weapon
For that.
and expect you're gonna make the right choice.
I thought maybe you changed. But I was wrong. You are your father. Always have been.
Ooh.
What happened? We're off.
When will I see you again?
You won't. Ain't safe for you.
Wait!
I'll go.
Oh, don't get mad.
Let go.
No!
Let go.
I won't let you!
Well, maybe I don't want to look at you.
Butcher.
No, no, don't hurt him like that, please. He's still a kid. Don't become your own father, man. Aww.
Fucking Butcher, when he's pissed, he pushes people away and he fucking does things like this.
No.
My
I know.
God, man.
But a part of me thinks that he might have done it for his good.
Whether it was for his own good or not, he just hurt him.
I know.
He blamed him for his mom's death. Like he said, he... Oh, Jesus.
Why am I here? Nino?
Where is Shelly?
I don't know.
I will give her a quick death, пожалуйста. And I will make this worth your while.
I don't do that shit anymore.
You are like rabid little doggy, but loyal to whoever holds this chain. Just think about my offer.
I don't want you to fall back into this shit. I don't think she's good news, so...
Excellent. Okay, so I took the liberty of ordering for all of us.
That's a huge fudge you right there.
Okay.
Oh no, it's intentional. He kind of wants to remind him who's boss.
Yeah, oh.
Chef's specialty.
And it's so
Oh.
alive, too.
Shit, it's Timothy. Oh my God, he's my friend. I can't eat him. I'm not gonna eat him.
Oh, yes, you can. Deep.
He's begging for his life. He has kids. He has kids.
Cassandra!
Well, she wants him to be in a good position with Homelander. She wants him to be in the 7 and shit. Like,
Eat fucking Timothy.
no, he did my day.
Not Timothy, please.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't do this. Don't. Oh.
fucking hell.
He's fine. He's fine.
Oh. Oh shit.
Like even without the connection, I wouldn't do this. Kind of like A-Train. You love the position and the popularity way too much if you're willing to do this for the position and stuff.
I was detained by Little Nino.
What was that Russian slag one with you?
It's a long story.
I mean, if Soldier Boy is with the Russians and stuff, maybe he's gonna send him back to her.
Frenchie.
True.
Set up a meeting with you, me, and little Nina.
No. This is a very bad idea.
No, Frenchie, it's a very fucking good idea.
That's gonna come and bite your team in the ass, man.
We're going to Russia.
For story purposes, I'm like, oh shit. For enjoyment of Butcher purposes, I'm like,
Oh,
that
yes.
Let's hear it. I'm a fucking monster for what I've done to that kid.
If there's anything that I've learned,
It's not you, it's me.
It's green though, like it's
Yeah.
fucking.
Like it's looks like the mask.
No chick flicks moment.
The newest member of the Seven is Supersonic.
I don't want him to mess things up with her and Yui.
Welcome. Final new member of the Seven is Lord. The
Oh yeah, it's
Seven
true.
Seas,
Sorry.
the Deep.
For a second, I forgot. Plot twist.
People love plot twist.
You deserve a second chance.
Thank you, Starlight. Looks like we've all grown.
Just to be clear, it wasn't my idea to bring you back, Buster. Not at all. Starlight here insisted on it.
Oh,
Keep your
way to
distance,
twist
pal.
the knife, huh?
And make himself out to be the better man. Like, fuck that shit.
She's my girl now.
Oh, shh. The new couple, before it was him and Maeve, right? Him and Starlight.
They did say that him and Starlight had 98 points,
Yeah.
so that's why he's going with it. And they can push the narrative of the love triangle.
Starlight and I are in love.
Yeah.
Hashtag Homelight.
Green goo. Oh!
She sucks in the pain.
Yeah. Yeah, just like back then.
It's fucking sad. She did say she was gonna, stick with it.
Buy as much time as possible.
I for sure thought it was okay. I
Glenn
thought for
Owens?
sure it was the episode where. Well, I mean, he was in the episode,
Well,
but.
technically we met him.
Sorry. I thought for sure that Soldier Boy was showing up for real this episode, because we know he's not dead. But
Well, we've seen him, the boy just not met him yet.
but like for a year, I've been like sort of pissed that we had to stop right before he showed up. But he was more in this episode, and we've
Yeah.
seen him before, so that was cool.
Okay, so I missed this show. And again, I
You-
miss how crude it was, how gorish and raw.
I miss the guts that they have to do this shit.
Do you pity Deep for eating a live octopus? His friend is the one that he
This whole scene is
fantasized about when he was doing his wife.
Yeah, this whole scene is fucked up. Again, I wish I could say I didn't expect this, but from Homelander, it doesn't really surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me either.
The Deep is a horrible character, a horrible guy for what he does, and he always gets himself into sticky situations.
Sticky
Too
situation.
Too soon. And like last season, he was with a fucking cult.
Yeah.
The thing is, we can't forgive him for the shit he does because he's not genuine whenever he says that he's sorry. Like, it's not for
No.
the right reasons.
I mean,
But we can't put that aside, so I'm not forgetting it. But he is also the funniest character for these, because of these scenes. Everything that happens to him, like, they're making fun of Aquaman. Like, if we go with the narrative that the Seven are DC, Aquaman is usually the guy that people laugh about the most. He's the superhero that gets all the jokes, and he they make fun of him because he talks to fishes and stuff like that. So in the same
Yeah, but I've
fashion,
seen Jason Momoa doing Aquaman.
yeah, before Jason Momoa, but in the same fashion, I feel like the Deep is also the character that they are gonna make fun of because he can talk to fishes and stuff. Like everything that happens to him ends up, everything that happens always ends up with him killing a fish or being in a bad situation with fishes, having fucking sex with fishes, like all the stereotypes, all the jokes that were made about Aquaman, he gets to play them out.
But deeply, he's just a misunderstood asshole, right?
I mean, everyone who's bad, they're not born evil. Their evilness, their badness comes from somewhere. They became like this because of reasons. Like when we saw Soldier Boy earlier, who I said, strikes me as a misogynistic ladies' man that, really is a product of his time. That's the reason. Like, I don't know his backstory, but being a man who's got all this popularity, he's a soldier, he fought for his country, he's from like that time where men were put above women and shit like that. Like it makes sense that he would be like that, so we can hate him for that. And if he ever shows up in our timeline, which I think he will, obviously, if he's still like that, it's gonna really be like, oh no, we grew as a society and it's like it's uncomfortable and shit. But back in the day, people were probably loving him for that because it was the times. Homelander, as fucked up as he is, became like that because of what he's been through when he was a kid and even later on when he was an adult and stuff. Like, you're not born like this. They all have their problems, but it doesn't justify what you're doing, with that trauma. We've met characters in the show. Starlight, she has her bunch of, she has her history, she has her trauma, she's been through some shit. She's not a fucking asshole. Huey has also been through some shit. He's not a fucking asshole, even though he's willing to work with assholes. And there are assholes in the show we root for. Butcher being one of the biggest assholes in the show, and we root for him because the reason why he's doing this, like, we can connect with it and we enjoy it. Like, he seems to be the asshole with the best intentions. Or, I mean, his trauma, at least, is something where, like, he suffered and stuff, and, like, he just wants revenge. So, even though we don't condone the violence, we don't condone the attitude, and, like I said, just like Malory said, we don't give a weapon to Butcher.
Someone who's unstable like him?
Yeah, because we know that he would kill innocent soups because he just hates them. And, I mean, even before Becca, was saying that he had this anger inside of him before and stuff, and she could calm him down, so there's so much going on with all of these characters, but we can't condone what they're doing because of the trauma. So the Deep, we make fun of him. we think it's funny to see him go through this shit. But like,
I do believe in redemption and having a second chance when you're honest about it.
He's not,
and you're really trying to change as a person. But like you said, he's not.
I think right now the only, I'm gonna finish with the Deep, I think that's why I don't pity him. When he goes through shit like that, I think it's a laugh, even if it's fucking horrible because, the fish is alive, we hear about, his family and
He's
stuff.
Praying. He got kids, man.
And, but it fuels the relationship with Homelander, and it just shows to me how evil Homelander really is to fucking give, Timothy to the Deep and be like, eat Timothy. And he even says it like that. He acknowledges that Timothy is real. So he's like, fucking eat Timothy. He knows what he's doing. He's, he's putting himself on a pedestal and he's like, I'm still the fucking leader here. Like, don't forget who brought you back. I can get you out if you fuck up. So, he's fucking threatening him. He's making fun of him and he's threatening him.
If you don't do as I say, next time you're gonna be Timothy.
We'll talk about Homelander more later, but I wanted to say I think of all the characters who have done some crazy shit, I think the one I would be more inclined to not forgive, but be like, okay, you have a chance at forgiveness here would be A-Train.
Because he's trying to appeal to his community?
I mean, he's done things in the past that was, proof that he had a good heart. Well, not literally, but you know?
They understood.
And, you know, all the shit about, you know, wanting to keep his popularity, like, I kind of get it. Like, he's addicted to that, just like he was addicted to the drug.
The greediness,
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose his position, I get it. But now that he can't be A-Train anymore, he's got, like his brother said, he has the platform, he could talk about real shit. He doesn't want to do it now because, like, he fears that he'll lose points with the people that agree with the shit that's been going on, you know? And he wants everyone to love him. But speaking about real issues, taking your platform to make some good changes, he's been saying he wants to connect with Africa and shit, like, which he hasn't before. Like, he's never been, you know, a supporter of the cause, like his brother said, but he uses that persona to get points. But if you have something that you truly care about, it's going to be way more genuine. Like, people won't laugh at your attempt, you know, your attempts at getting points.
Yeah.
So try to find something that you genuinely care about, that you can, you know, he was genuinely angry about what happened. So this is something you could fight for. This is something you could defend and talk about and get points for. And you would not feel like a fucking sellout doing it.
Mm.
So yeah, he has, right now he is the character who's an asshole. He did some shit.
But you can root for him to change the most.
He's on a path where he's kind of at a crossroad where I'm like, if you go one way, you're going to still be a sellout and I'm not going to respect you.
You need to take the good train.
Be the good train. Not
take
the asshole train.
Take the good exit, I guess.
Not the asshole train. But yeah, like, he's at the crossroad where I'm like, if you go one way, I'm going to be like, well, I know I still don't respect you and stuff. Like, you did some great things before, but you're not making the right decisions here. Or the other way, where I'm like, okay, you're kind of getting some redemption here.
But I think his brother's going to be good for him to help him make that change.
If he allows himself to listen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see where he goes. I kind of fear that, if he runs again, he might die. And I fear that either it's going to be, the way they're playing it, he's going to make that change. But if he is too addicted to popularity and still tries to be A-Train, it might kill him. Or even if he goes the right path and makes changes, I kind of fear that he's going to end up in a situation where he has to use his power to do some good. And yeah, he might die before the end of this. We'll see. But Homelander.
Oh, if he does... Okay.
Wait, still?
But you just said that there's a possibility that by the end of the show, he might be in a situation where he needs to run, and that's gonna cost his life.
Well, if he does it for good reasons.
Do you think that he might really die as a hero at the end?
That would be one
hell of a hero.
That would be one good thing in the show. Not for him to die, but for one of them to be a true hero.
Him. Oh.
We'll see. We will see. But yeah, speaking of heroes, Homelander. He is fucking terrifying. He's always been terrifying.
But now he knows that technically Starlight doesn't have any blackmail against him, because if she does release the video online to the people...
I think he called... I don't think he would prefer or, like to be hated. So, he was calling Starlight's bluff, because I think he gets that she cares too much about the people to allow this to happen. But there's still enough genuinity. Like, I still believe that if the truth came out and people started hating him, he would be like, fuck off, and be just killing everyone.
In his own really, really, really twisted way, he's someone who is in need of love. Like, he's thirsty for some type of connection, but he's just so fucked up about it.
That was his one weakness that we could play with, the fact that he wants people to love him, so he wasn't willing to be himself with them. But since last episode, when he did his speech and people now love him,
his true self or his true... That's not really his true self, but that was his true speech.
Well, it was a true speech. So they don't know the whole extent of what he can do, but yeah, he spoke from the heart, and I think people enjoyed the genuine, like they liked the honesty, they liked that he was speaking the truth, and he was calling out issues that he sounded like he was calling out the big bad politicians, the big bad, players in the game,
corporations,
and kind of putting himself on the same level as everyone else, which he's not. Like, he doesn't consider himself on the same level as everyone else. He thinks of himself as a fucking god. But to people listening to the speech, it could have sounded like he's, putting himself on their side and being like, the real evil is the ones controlling us. Like, if they can control me, they can control you. Like, they're like, yeah, he's right, stuff. Everyone who's been hating on the government, everyone who's been hating on the people with money, they'd be like, reaching out to Homelander's speech and be like, oh yeah, that's the truth, that's what I've been saying the whole time, and they're gonna love this. And he's jerking off to it. He's literally like, he was aroused by what she was telling him, but
people loved this speech, people loved him.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I if he could choose simplicity and being hated, or the hard, kind of like Starlight, he has to play a character in order to be in the 7 and be loved and have all he wants. Like, he would prefer to be the character and suck up the pain and, follow orders and shit in order to get that. But he is now at a level where he's like, well, if I'm myself, people still love me, so he has a power over the others. Like, a Homelander that doesn't give a shit is a terrible thing.
Yes.
It's dangerous. Yes. But yeah, Starlight having to face him, having to put up with him, having to now pretend to be his fucking girlfriend. Ugh. Like, she's a fucking trooper, sucking in the pain, kind of like when she did when she was young. And now she's gonna have to pretend with Homelander. She's gonna have to be with him, kiss him, be all lovey-dovey with him. Huey's not gonna love that, but Huey's also on the path. Like, he's fucking pissed about what happened, about, his boss pretending to be nice when in fact she was a fucking murderer. And I think that's why he's okay with Starlight pretending, but I don't think he's gonna be alright with Starlight pretending to be Homelander's lover.
Well, he did say that she needed to
whatever it takes,
both as much time as she could.
And the ex-boyfriend, who's like now part of the team, like, they're gonna push for a love triangle. That there's gonna be like supporters of Starlight with Homelander and supporters of Starlight with his her ex-boyfriend and stuff. Like, way too many characters now are potential boyfriends in the eyes of the people for Huey to be fine with that. So it's gonna create some waves. And yes, he's all for, like, she's gotta do what she's gotta do, but he could start questioning what she wants. And now that she has to pretend to be Homelander's girlfriend, her ex, who's all saying, like, he wants to protect her and stuff, like, if he is a genuine guy who, like, wants to protect her, good for him. But that means he's gonna try to push people to go for the narrative of him with Starlight. He's gonna try to break that up. And I mean, considering I don't trust anyone in this show, I do fear that his intentions are to be like, fuck Huey, and I want to get back with Starlight. Which, I mean, I can't be for, because I love Starlight with Huey. We'll see where it goes.
We'll see. Butcher.
But we're going to Russia.
Yeah, motherland. No, but seriously, do you think that the pills are gonna wear off? Or not?
I expected them to. Like, I expected him to have to take one again to use it, but it looks like it's in his system and it's taking a fucking long time to
Or
leave.
maybe, technically it's a drug. It's not gonna wear out like that. You need time for the pills to get off of your system.
But he's getting, side effects and shit, and he can't control it. I'm afraid he's gonna use it at the worst time. Be like a second Ryan, use it and kill someone we care about.
He was trying to save his mom by killing Stormfront.
Yeah, but Ryan was his real power and stuff, but so, like, emotions took over and stuff. But with Butch, it's not the same. It's not emotions. Well, maybe it is a bit of emotion, but it's something he doesn't know. Like, he's a kid with a fucking gun. He can't control this. He doesn't know how it works. He's sick. It could kill him. And he's not willing to talk about this because I think he feels ashamed that he had to resort to that. Like, he's literally the anti-hero.
Went against everything that he's preaching for.
He's the anti-superhero, and he kind of had to
get to their level.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see, but they're going to Russia, which I kind of want them to go to Russia because I want them to find Soldier Boy. I don't know how Soldier Boy is going to be.
Speaking about that, you think that he just got kidnapped or something, or that he planned this?
Why would he, how would that work?
I don't know, maybe he want to get out, I guess.
they were fighting the Russians. The Russians saw an opportunity. They took him down and they took him with them. I mean, they would, like, anyone who doesn't have the superhero, like, technology and they don't know how to give superpowers to people would be like, oh, I want that for myself. If they have that in their military, I want that for myself. Or, I mean, if they have superpowers, that would be great to have it too. So if they manage to get him down, I don't know, like, if you think there's a conspiracy there that he somehow worked with the enemy, like, I'm interested to see how that would develop. Because, like, nothing is supposed to be able to take him down, but then again, no one is completely... Well, I was about to say no one is completely immortal and shit, but, like, Homelander is a good contender.
I'm sure that he could die. I'm sure of it.
I mean, I don't know how, but we'll see. The thing is, I know Soldier Boy is coming, and I'm thinking they find Soldier Boy and they use him as they're looking for a weapon to kill Homelander. Soldier Boy is the original Homelander.
Yeah.
It's Marvel versus DC.
Oh. But, he might be our Batman.
He might be our weapon. At least they might think he could be a weapon. I just don't know why he would go for that. But if it's about getting back his popularity and getting on top, and Homelander has his spot right now, he could go for it. We don't know enough about him to guess. Like, we need to meet him first.
True.
So we'll see. But, I mean, he was a soldier. Like, he understands things in a way that Homelander can't understand. Like, Homelander was brought up with the popularity thing, with the superhero persona thing, which Soldier Boy is also...
He understood the sacrifice, I mean?
Maybe. I kind of want... I'd like for him to...
To not be a total asshole?
That's because that's Jensen Ackles that plays him. But it's just, I kind of appreciated the little nod he gave to Malory when she helped him.
Yeah.
The kind of like, I acknowledge you, like you helped out. Homelander would be pissed, I think, if someone saved his ass or, you know, helped him and shit. He wants to do things on his own. I think, like, maybe being a soldier, he gets that camaraderie personality, that camaraderie thing. Like, but then again, we also saw him fucking use the people around him and the way he treated his sidekick and shit. Like, that's not good. So he is an asshole, but I kind of I said before, Butcher is also an asshole, and we still root for him. So
we might still be this one. I like to bring back what we saw about Noir. I mean, we did talk about the fact that in the media, in the face of the people, they need to play a character, right? They need to act according to the story that they're trying to sell. And sometimes it just pisses me off so much, like when companies and stuff try to really force an image on someone, like you need to be this one and you do not
threatening him to
diverge from this line, you need to stay on it.
Threatening to sending him away and shit, so he keeps the persona. It is fucked up. They have been fucked up since the beginning. Like, we saw that with Starlight. It's either you do this or...
I mean, Noir just wanted to take off the mask and to be more approachable.
And fucking Faith made it so that now he won't take off the mask, and he's not approachable because he can't speak. Fate is fucked up. But still, what an episode to go back to after such a long break. Like I said, I expected Soldier Boy to be found in this episode, but it makes sense that they won't just stumble upon him like this. So yeah, next episode, I guess we are going to Russia, and we're gonna involve that Nina girl who's terrifying. I fear that she has a thing over Frenchie, and I fear that he's weak when it comes to her. So
she got his balls.
Yeah,
that's what she has.
I mean, I don't want her to become a thing, but I kind of fear that she's gonna create problems with Frenchie and maybe Kimiko.
Butcher can still use his power by accident on her. Who knows?
We'll see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already, as well as the next one. So check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't wanna, the next one will be pretty soon on YouTube. So stay tuned. I'm gonna see you then.
Bye.